Hey guys, Toby the Realtor here. Do you want to know how to pick a brokerage? We're going to cover that right now. Hey guys, today I'm joined with my manager, Jeff Nunn. He is the manager here at Coldwell Banker in La Jolla. And just to give ourselves a little bit of background, Jeff's going to introduce himself.
Hello there, I'm Jeff Nunn, and I have been the branch manager here for Coldwell Banker in La Jolla since 2007. Started my career back in Minneapolis in 1979, so been at it quite a while and have found my happy place in the real estate industry. I've been a branch manager since 1985, and really, Toby, I've enjoyed every year of it. Every year is different. Every office I've managed has been different, and they've all been very successful.
That's great. Jeff is one of the reasons I got into this office, and we're going to cover that in a little bit.
Congratulations.
You just got your license. Okay, what are the next steps? First things first is your mail and your email is probably going to blow up, all right? And it's going to blow up because people want you in their brokerage. Now, why do people want you in their brokerage? Jeff, do you want to touch on that a little bit?
Absolutely.
I can go from my experience and then you can talk about your experience. Okay, from my experience, it's you're recruited, all right? And there's multiple reasons you're recruited, and we can get into that. You're recruited because they want you in their brokerage because you're going to be bringing in money because, you know, you're a well-educated real estate agent now, and they want you to be successful in their company. So,
yes,
that's one of the reasons.
And look, agents, when you are approaching getting into the real estate business, you have to understand one thing, and that is you become a commodity. And the only way brokers make money is through their agents selling real estate and either sharing of the commissions, or they will charge you a monthly fee whether you sell real estate or not. That's not a model that I like because it doesn't really incentivize the broker, like myself, who shares commissions with their agents from a range of 70% to the agent, 30% to the house, and we pay all the way up to 95% of the commission earned to the agent, and we retain 5%. So brokers see you as a commodity, they see you as a revenue source, but in the traditional brokerage model in which we're in here at Coldwell Banker, because we keep part of the agent commission, Toby, we're allowed to provide training every single day of the week from morning till night. In fact, even at 2 o'clock in the morning, agents can log into our website that's so robust with training and education, marketing support. We also have 2 full-time social media people and marketing people to help you as an agent build what is the most important part of your business plan right now, and that is having a social media presence. You have to be on every channel out there, be it TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever it is. That is where the public is now going, and that is one thing that Coldwell Banker has tremendously excelled at in ramping up our ability to get our agents some notoriety in that social media space.
Right. So another reason that you know agents will be recruiting you, and I've recruited a few agents into this office as well, is because it not only benefits the office, but it benefits that agent.
Yes. So Coldwell Banker has a program where we like to. It's called Wealth Builder, and we believe all of our agents should be on a path to building wealth in their career. And our way of saying thank you to people like Toby and other agents that help us bring agents into the company is we will pay them a small percent of their commission out of what I keep, not out of what you keep as an agent, so it doesn't cost you any money. But we'll pay Toby 2% of the gross commission for the first year, 2% for the second year, and 1% every year thereafter. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I have had one agent that made over $24,000 in just 1 year in free income just because the other agent had some closings. The sponsoring agent got paid.
Yeah.
So you take that money, do with it what you want, you spend it, you save it, but it's just our way of saying thank you to help Toby understand the importance of helping us build our team here at Coldwell Banker La Jolla.
Where do you start?
Where do you start to, search for your own brokerage? And what I did was, when I came down, I first started in Sacramento, and then I came down to San Diego, and I started calling brokerages, and I started emailing brokerages and trying to figure out kind of their mindset, kind of who they are as companies. And one of the main reasons I'm here today is because of Jeff, because I reached out to two Coldwell Banker offices, and immediately got calls back from both managers, which means that, you know, they're proactive and they want me to be there. And also with this company in particular, and I'm not trying to sell Coldwell Banker, because the truth is you got to fit where you want to fit.
Right.
And I'm not saying, you know, go here because I'm here. I'm saying go where you want to go because you fit there and you fit that culture, and we'll get into that shortly. But one of the reasons I'm here, like I said, is because of Jeff, because he was very proactive and he wants us to do well. Now, Jeff, in your experience, you know, you've got a lot of experience.
Right.
You know, how does that benefit you? How does that benefit, you know, the company, you know, kind of overall with just being so proactive?
Okay, good question. Look, we're in a customer service business, and for you as an agent, your customers are your buyers and sellers.
Mm-hmm.
And they expect immediate response.
Right.
They expect attention to detail. They expect to be a priority.
Right.
And my job is the same, really, with real estate agents. I want them to feel important.
Mm-hmm.
They are my future.
Right.
Some brokers are in a growth mode. Other brokers aren't in a growth mode.
Right.
There are brokers out there, believe it or not, that just will take a license, hope an agent sells something, get a cut of the pie, and they're happy.
Right.
Because they're competing against their agents, so their main source of income is actually their sales.
Right.
And so they're more than likely to be neglecting the agent that they brought in and not helping them achieve the success that they should.
Right.
My role is different. I'm a non-competing manager. The only way I make money is if you are successful. The more successful you are, the more successful I will be, the more successful our agents in our office will be, because you'll be bringing inventory to the market
Right.
in which our agents can sell. And they'll be bringing inventory to the market in which you can sell.
Right.
So we're very, very deeply invested in our agents' success, because again, we don't bring anybody in, let them fall through the cracks. We pay weekly coaching attention to them. We do group coaching with them. We have mastermind groups, which have proven to be just wonderful. In fact, we started about a year ago after COVID hit.
Right.
We started a video mastermind group, which I have about 20 agents that get together every week, and they talk about their latest videos, the techniques, the tips, what they did, creative ideas, and a tremendous amount of collaboration to help our agents maintain their space in the video world.
Right.
And that's really important, that your broker is all set up to have the tools and the support necessary. And we have Courtney and we have Lindsay here, both full-time, free to the agents, and their job is totally to assist them in building their business, their marketing presence, and their social media presence.
Right, right. And on top of that, you know, in my first brokerage, I had a mentor, and she was a dedicated mentor. And then when I came into this office, I asked Jeff, I'm like, well, who's my mentor? And the answer was?
I am.
That's right. So every week, like Jeff mentioned, we meet on a weekly basis, and we discuss, you know, kind of where I'm at, what I'm doing, you know, what I'm doing to progress and what I'm doing to grow my business every week. And he always asks me, what can I do for you? And I say the same thing every week. I say, you know, it just matters that you're here, we're meeting, and it's keeping me on my toes. So, and, you know, we've discussed anything from, what did we discuss last time? We discussed cap rates.
Yep.
We discussed investment houses. We discussed, you know, my, just my basic feed of business and where I'm getting it. So it's, I've never thanked you for that, but thank you for that.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
And look, the real estate industry in San Diego has about 35,000 agents in it. Understand that about 60% of those agents have not had a transaction in the last year and a half. Those are the ones that are drifting out there, and the key reason for that is there's no accountability.
Right.
And that's why I meet with agents on a weekly basis, either individually or as a group, to hold them accountable. Have you made your calls? Have you made your contacts? What problems have you run into?
Right.
What objections have you had?
Yeah.
Where are you frustrated? And we have to deal with those issues as they come up. Otherwise, it leads to great disappointment, frustration for the agent,
Right.
and then they become one of the 60% of the agents that haven't had a transaction in over a year.
Yeah.
You won't find that happening at Coldwell Banker, I can guarantee you that,
Right.
because of the attention that we pay and the services that we provide for our realtors here.
And don't get misconstrued. I mean, Jeff wants you to perform, you know, so you
Right.
want to find a manager that's going to say, you know, we want you to perform. We don't want you here, because you hear about those agents, like you said, you hear about those agents that are kind of drifting away, and those are those people that have their other full-time job, but they got
Right.
their real estate license because, you know, you always hear your friends say, well, I've got a friend who does real estate. It's like, well, do they really do real estate?
Right.
or do they work at PetSmart and then do real estate on the weekends?
There's
kind
a
of thing?
big difference between having a real estate license and saying you're in real estate and truly being in real estate.
Right.
I mean, it's a full-time job. It's not particularly easy at times. There's a lot of frustration because, again, we have 35,000 agents trying to fight over a small pie of transactions.
Right.
And it just doesn't work out for everybody. But you know who it's working out for? People like you that are engaged in the business on a daily basis,
Right.
that are using our support, our tools, and our education and the coaching to help you grow your business and stay on top of things. And it's all about accountability. What gets measured gets done.
What do you look for?
As you choose your brokerage, there's some things that you want to look for. So some of the things that I looked for were, and we've covered some of this, but training, culture, support, management, the age of the brokerage. Do you want a large or a small brokerage? I mean, there's benefits. Let's touch on that for a little bit.
Okay.
Like benefits of like a large brokerage versus a small brokerage, like kind of like a mom and pop. Like,
Okay.
Could you just kind of break that down?
Absolutely. Look, folks, real estate can be an expensive business for a brokerage because they have to provide tools, training, technology, and support, marketing, and social media to the agents. And that only comes from one thing. That comes from the agent's ability to generate revenue.
Right.
So Coldwell Banker's been around since 1906. That's right, 1906. Coldwell Banker has been around. It started after the great earthquake up in San Francisco when two gentlemen by the name of Mr. Coldwell and Mr. Banker decided we want to build a company that's based upon ethics and professionalism.
Right.
Because a lot of agents up in San Francisco were selling earthquake damaged properties back in 1906 without disclosing things, okay? That doesn't happen today.
Right.
But, a large brokerage has many benefits, and that is they can take profits from the other agents and help subsidize you while you're getting up and running, where a small broker can't.
Right.
And we have scale. What does scale mean? Scale means that we get cheaper products for our agents because the whole Realty family who owns Coldwell Banker has a group of about 250,000 agents that are out there on a daily basis generating income for the brokerage.
Right.
So what might be the advantages of a smaller brokerage? I would say that if you're a part-time agent, the broker's not going to put any accountability on you.
Right.
Their main incentive is to provide for them and their family, not necessarily for the agents.
Right.
And the one-on-one training I do here is better because of the tools that I have as a manager behind me provided by Coldwell Banker
Right.
to help an agent succeed versus somebody that I might be working for at a mom and pop shop that says, I can get to you later on, I'm out on showings or I have a listing appointment, I'll get back to you later on.
Right.
I don't do any of that, and I actually go on listing appointments with my agents as a backup, and I will go on buyer offer presentations with my agents, and I'll sit down with buyers because they need that to know that they're getting that support.
Right.
And that's what a larger brokerage can do.
I like the culture here because of the support I get, the training I get, just the culture in general. I mean, it's been weird because when I joined the brokerage, it was January of last year, and then I was in here for 3 months, was having a great time, and then everything got shut down.
Right.
But even then, the pivot that this company had was outstanding. I mean, we shifted immediately into Zoom meetings or team meetings.
Team meetings, yeah.
Yeah, team meetings, and I mean, it was great. So the support is always there, and we just had to all pivot really fast, and the quickness of that was outstanding. So
Well, and the reason, and I'm glad you brought that up, Toby, because the reason that happened is Coldwell Banker over the last couple of years has invested literally millions of dollars in technology to make our business virtual, to make you able to run your business from anywhere in the world, from your smartphone, your laptop, your desktop, wherever you are, you have an internet connection. You have full access to all of our tools, marketing, support. If you're in another country, if you're in another state, you're on vacation, you need some face-to-face help, we Microsoft Teams up a meeting, and you got it right there.
yeah,
And that's really important to understand that the technology that enables you to run your business is what enabled us to pivot literally on a dime. It's nothing I have ever seen before. When COVID hit, it was like automatic shutdown. And for us, it was like, okay, well, I'll just log into my computer from home and do everything rather than from the office. And we didn't really skip a beat.
yeah.
So that was great.
It was a great pivot, and I mean, I'm really thankful for it too. So I mean, because last year was my first year in San Diego, and I still had business.
Yeah.
I thought honestly everything was going to shut down, and I didn't think I was going to get any business. But just with networking in my own neighborhood, and through my own family, I ended up getting business.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that I would consider, is to make sure your manager, number one, is a non-competing manager, because that just takes away from your ability as a new agent to understand the business, learn the business. And look, we're kind of spoiled here in San Diego. Our high average sales price in La Jolla is well over $1 million. Imagine the commission check that you get on that. So one loan opportunity can cost you $15,000 to $20,000, $25,000.
Yeah.
And I hate to see that happen to any agent, because I feel I'm a partner with you.
Right.
And I feel I'm a partner with the 120 agents that we have here. And if I'm not there for them, trust me, they will find a broker who will be there for them, because every agent is in demand, and I have to provide levels of service to the agents which nobody else does.
Commission splits.
Next up, we are going to touch on commission splits. And real basic commission splits. Jeff's going to give us a breakdown of basically where you start and where you can end up, and then what happens at the end of the year.
Okay. So give you a little historical background on agent commission splits. Up until the 80s, there was no 100% model where the agent received 100% of the commission.
Right.
However, they were always given a bill for a few $1,000s every month, whether they sold real estate or not that month, because the broker has bills to pay. They have rent, they have staff, they have insurance, they have internet, they got technology, they got utilities, they got all that kind of stuff. So they need money whether an agent sells real estate or not.
Right.
So back in those days, the highest commission split that agents received was like 70%. That was the highest you could get for the biggest producers in the world that were selling millions and millions of dollars. Well, the market has changed. Our industry has evolved with these new fee-based models out there that will pay you, supposedly, again, it's a shell game.
Right.
They'll pay you 100% of the commission, but they're going to give you a bill for $2,000 or $3,000.
Right.
Okay.
Every
month.
Yeah.
Coldwell Banker doesn't do that. What we do is we share in commissions, and now we recently made a change about 2 years ago, where every agent starts at a minimum of 70% of the gross commission received, and can earn, depending on one of the 3 programs that we have, because we like to give agents options.
Right.
Do you want to go up to 92% as a cap after you've paid us $23,900 in company dollar, which is just about our cost? You're going to go to a 92% commission split minus the royalty. Every company has a royalty of about 6 or 7%.
Right.
Ours happens to be 7, but that allows us to provide all the technology and marketing support.
Right.
Pay our bills in the month in which we can. The other commission schedule goes up to 95%. Now imagine being an agent your first year in the business, doing really well, earning up almost the entire commission.
Right.
And that's fantastic. And we don't see that going away. In fact, there's always been, number one, pressure on commissions overall coming down, and there's pressure on commission splits going up to keep agents with these new business models. And we really believe at Coldwell Banker that we have found the happy medium. Our agents love the fact that they can go to 92 or 95%.
Right.
And then we also have another alternative commission schedule, which starts again at 70%, goes up to 90, goes up a little bit faster, but you don't get as high.
Right.
And you know what? Here's the deal. On the same commission, the difference of 2 or 3% is nothing.
Right.
And I tell agents this all the time. So you're getting 100% and you sold 2 homes, or you sold 1 home. You might get 100% of nothing, you still get nothing.
Right.
Wouldn't you rather get 70 to 80 to 85 to 90 and 92% of a bunch of deals versus saying, hey, I get 100%, but I haven't sold anything.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you go to get a mortgage, you go to buy your groceries, you go to get a car.
Right.
They never ask you what your commission split is. They go, what's your 1099 say?
Right.
And that's how you're able to build your wealth, accumulate some financing, and have a good life. I mean, this is all about having a culture of awesomeness here at this office. We want everybody engaged in our programs, in our systems, and I'll tell you, the agents here work very well together.
Yeah.
They're for each other, and in some brokerages, they're not. They're in it for themselves, they stay to themselves, they don't share ideas, and that's just their culture. But we are, because of myself, I insist that we share what's working, we share what's going on, we share the frustrations, we talk and we collaborate a lot.
Yeah.
And that is actually, I can tell you without any hesitation, at every sales meeting we have, every Monday morning, we network about what's coming on the market, what buyer needs are, and we play mix and match. And I will tell you, every week we have some in-house transactions because of the off-market information we exchange at our sales meetings. And that is what helps agents bump up their commission schedules.
Right.
Now, at the end of your first year, wherever you end up on our graduated schedules is where you're going to start again.
Right.
So in some cases you'll be at the same. In some cases you might roll back one level.
Right.
But you don't roll back to the beginning.
Right. So
it's a
you don't
small
start
hit,
back over at 70.
But correct.
Yeah.
So that's, these are some of the best, highest paying commission schedules in the industry.
Yep.
And the only monthly fee that Coldwell Banker has is $99. And it's the best deal in town. It includes your E&O insurance. It includes DocuSign. It includes a website. It includes social media help. It includes marketing help. It includes access to all of our software, which is huge with market reports.
So when it really comes down to commissions too, it's just the better, the more committed you are, the harder you work,
Right.
the more money you're going to make. Plain and
Yes.
simple. And that's just real estate in general.
Right.
This is like I've said in videos past. This is a self-driven. You've got to be motivated yourself. You're not just going to go out and people aren't just going to be like, "Hey, sell my house." It might happen on a real rare occasion because that did happen to me once.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you want to sell my house?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that."
Look, it's a roller coaster business.
It is.
All of a sudden you're going to get really busy and you're going to think, oh my God, I can't handle all this. And then things fall apart or, you run into a little drought. But mindset is key. Mindset will get you through anything and everything. And having, if I can tell all of you anything, having a positive mental attitude and not taking the rejection personally, you will survive in this business.
Yeah.
Once you start letting those thoughts of, am I right for this business, and why did that happen, and poor me, once those thoughts creep into your head, I say give up your license, get out of the business, because this is really, more importantly than any other tool, is your mind.
Right.
You have to have a positive mindset, and you have to be willing to, let the water run off your back, keep paddling deep underneath, stay calm up above, and you'll be just fine in this business.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So with everything being said, I want to thank Jeff for being here. Jeff.
It's been my pleasure, Toby.
Jeff, where is the best place for people to, if they have questions or if they want to, if they have interest in this brokerage or anything, where can they reach you?
All right, folks, all you got to do is give me a call. Again, it's Jeff Nunn. My phone number is 858-602-8880. Drop me an email at jeff.nunn@camoves.com. I know it's a mouthful, but listen, just pick up the phone, give me a call, and understand this. When we're talking, my job is to help to make sure that you are finding your place at the right brokerage for what your goals are and what your plans are and what your objectives are. So be it here at Coldwell Banker or at another brokerage, I want to make sure that you find the right spot to have the most success you ever can in real estate. But I do believe it would be here at Coldwell Banker.
Yeah. See why I'm here? This is exactly why I'm here. So thanks again, everybody. It's been a pleasure. We will see you on the next one.
All right. Bye-bye.